Hello, this is Pretty Guardian, and today we are going to be talking about the 10 games that I am most looking forward to playing in 2023. Some of these games are not out yet, most of them are, but they're all ones that I plan on playing throughout this year. So I don't know, maybe in 2024 we can look back and see which ones I played and which ones I didn't and do a little comparison. But for today, let's jump in at number 10 and talk about the game Hogwarts Legacy. This game looks like it's going to be an open world RPG style game. It's scheduled to come out right now on February 10th, 2023, and it looks very interesting to me. So for my background with Harry Potter, I read the first book when I was about 10 years old, which was the same age as Harry was in that book. And then in 2007, I was 17, and I was also the same age as him in the seventh book. I kind of felt like I grew up with him in kind of a weird way, and so the books really connected with me. And I definitely don't agree with J.K. Rowling's views. I don't know if I want to give this game my money because I certainly don't want to be supporting her, but I am still very excited for it. So it's definitely one that I'm going to keep an eye on, and maybe I'll get it on sale, maybe I'll bum it off a friend. Who knows? We'll just have to see. At number 9 on my list is an indie game called Wildflowers. This game is out right now. It's on the Switch, it's on Steam, it's in the Apple Store. I wish it was in like the Google Store because I would love to be able to play this on my tablet, but it just looks like a cozy narrative-based adventure game. It's about this girl named Tara who comes to a small island to help out her grandma, and there's some farming simulation pieces. And then she's also a witch. So at nighttime, there's some witchy magical activities happening there. And it just looks like a really cute game. There's also romanceable characters in it. So if you're somebody who likes cozy games like me, this should probably be on your radar too. At number 8 on my list is the game Stella. This game came out very recently and it's had mostly good reviews. Some of the negative ones seem to talk about how this game is a little bit more of an RPG with some life sim elements attached to it rather than just a general simulation game, which I think is actually something that I would really appreciate about it. I love JRPGs, whether it's like the classic turn-based Final Fantasy games, or even to this day, I just play a ton of them, like Yeast 8 or the Trails of series and all of those types of games. This one looks like it has a beautiful and interesting world, and if there's some farming and little simulation elements kind of tacked onto that, it seems like it'll be a really good time. I will say though that I'm not willing to spend $60 on this game, so I'm just kind of waiting for a sale. For me, at the $60 price tag, I expect the graphics to be a little higher end than what this is, and also I expect certain other elements. Like I want voice acting in a game if I'm paying $60 for it. At number 7 on my list is the game Pokemon Violet. I am a huge fan of the Pokemon games. I've played pretty much every generation of games that have come out, and this is the latest one. I think that their world looks really cute. The Pokemon designs look really cute. It's definitely one that I want to play. There are 2 factors kind of holding me back on it. Once again, is that $60 price tag. I'm really just not willing to spend $60 on a game that has graphics that are this dated. But the second factor, and also kind of ties into that, is that there are so many glitches and bugs and things that I've seen online that have really discouraged me from playing it. And that's not to say that I won't play it ever, but I'm hoping that maybe after a few updates, it'll be in a better state and maybe more worth that high price tag that it has. At number 6 on my list is the game Starfield. This one is made by Bethesda Game Studios. They're the same people who did some of the Fallout games, and then obviously Skyrim and Elder Scrolls is kind of their big flagship series. One of the things that I've seen in some of their press releases about this game is that they really did not want to be the company that was only known for making the Elder Scrolls games. So this one appears to be a similar gameplay format, but set in a more science fiction setting. The graphics look great, the setting looks really interesting and thought out, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they come up with. Right now, it's scheduled for an early 2023 release, just based on the scope of the game, I would be really surprised if they're able to deliver on a Q1 release. If it is coming out this year, I expect it to be either in April or onwards. At number 5 on my list is the game Trails from Zero. So the Trails from Zero is kind of part of this bigger Legend of Heroes series. I started playing with Trails of Cold Steel 1, which was kind of a middling game for me, and then Trails of Cold Steel 2, which I thought was a little bit better. So I can kind of see the scope of the story and the world and the characters and everything kind of being built up here. And Trails from Zero just came out, so I'm really excited to go back and experience the city of Crossbell and Lloyd Banning's story and kind of seeing what comes from that. I really like the art style in this game. I feel like it's kind of like a hodgepodge of different things, and it just looks like a really good turn-based JRPG. So definitely right up my alley. After I play this one, I'll be circling back to Trails of Cold Steel, so definitely excited to have you along with this gameplay journey with me. At number 4 on my list is the game Yeast 9 Monstrum Knox. So this game has already been out for a good little while, but here's the thing, I'm kind of a latecomer to this series. I just played Yeast 8 Lacrimosa of Donna last year, and I think that that was a really solid, epic action JRPG. The combat is very fast-paced in a way that feels very much like an arcade game almost, where you kind of run through the levels killing monsters, and it just has a lot of really good attention to the characters and then also kind of the level design and monsters and that action combat that they have. In Yeast 9, our main character, Adel Kristen, gets these sort of demonic superpowers, so I'm kind of interested to see what new gameplay comes with that too. At number 3 is the game Star Ocean Divine Force. This game is also available right now. For me, I have a long history with the Star Ocean games. The first one that I played was back on the PS2, Star Ocean Till the End of Time. Then the next one that came after that, Star Ocean The Last Hope, I thought that that was a really good game. And I haven't really seen much from the series since then. I know that they have released at least one game between now and then, but this is my first time coming back into the series after The Last Hope. So it's been a good while for me. I've already bought this game, and the thing is that it was pretty much unplayable for me because of all these like stuttering and like graphical issues and things that were happening in the game. So I'm kind of sitting on it for now, hoping that maybe they'll have a couple updates. They already did one little patch for it, but I'm hoping that there's at least another, and then I'm going to reinstall it and give it another shot. Right now, if you look on Steam, it has mixed reviews, and it's mostly people talking about some of those same bugs that I was noticing. But I feel like it has so much promise. I want that really good sci-fi JRPG experience. I'm still going to be keeping my eye on it, and hopefully I can play it here in 2023. At number 2 on my list is the game Diablo IV. This game is scheduled to have a June 6, 2023 release, and so I'm very much looking forward to it. I loved the original Diablo. I think that it had such a great art style. The lore of the world of Sanctuary is very deep and interesting, and just that action combat. It is a great like hack and slash RPG series. I felt like with Diablo 3, they went a little too far into that World of Warcraft Blizzard sort of art style, but it seems like they're actually refining things, making things a little bit grittier. Their gameplay, from what I've seen in Diablo Immortal, is really solid for me. So I actually have a lot of hope that Diablo 4 could be a really good game too. And then finally, at number 1 on my list is the game Baldurs Gate 3. This is a CRPG in that sort of familiar Dungeons and Dragons style that is being developed by Larian Studios. So they've done an amazing job in the Divinity Original Sin games, and I'm very excited to see what their studio can do actually using the D&D rule set and the lore and everything from that setting. So this game is number 1 on my list. The graphics look amazing. I'm sure that Larian is going to do an incredible job with the gameplay and the story, so I couldn't be more excited to play it. Right now, it's available in early access, but I don't want to ruin it for myself, so I'm waiting for that 1.0 release. And special shout out to Derek, aka the one who nerds, for buying this for me for my birthday. I really appreciate it and can't wait to play it. So that is my list of the 10 games that I'm looking forward to playing in 2023. Definitely jump down there in the comments section. Let me know what you're looking forward to playing. And if you could subscribe to my channel. I am a small YouTuber. Right now I have 496 subscribers. When I hit 500, I get access to the community tab. So every single person who is watching my videos and interested in my content, those actually really matter for me. So thank you so much for watching and being a part of this journey with me. And until next time, this is Pretty Guardian, logging out.